It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Vikings and the Jags. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy.
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stop it short for no gain, brings up 4th down.
Here it is on 4th down. And he will power his way into the end zone. Ty Chandler, touchdown Vikings. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They go play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. In motion comes Thomas. On 1st and 10, it looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Jaguars have it, and he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
We're all Ball time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Foye Oluokun with the play. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st down, Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. That caught by Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Lawrence. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
At the 7-yard line.
2nd down, Lawrence. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, That is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion comes Thomas. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on second down. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Davis heading in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Etienne. Etienne has the 1st down, still going. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Kirk is the motion man. Here comes the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Thomas. On the give, it's Jones. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. Before we get to this next drive, I want to take a look ahead what's coming up in prime time starting tonight. Sunday Night Football, 2 of the biggest surprises from last year in the NFL. Lions and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then on Monday night, it'll be the Dolphins and Rams in Southern California. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Kirk is the motion man. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 yards.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll run for it with ETN. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. They'll run the toss here to ETN. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's going to go backwards yet again. The defense stands up tall one more time, and they force a 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Chandler now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Now a handoff. Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They put Strange in motion. Here's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Second down, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Lawrence. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he will score. Christian Kirk, touchdown Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jaguars will add 1 more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll look underneath here for Jones. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Jags offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Lawrence now on second down. Now a screen set up for ETN. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. This time they stay on the ground. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Deep to return, Kadarius Toney. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This from 34 yards. Reichert's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. It's the rookie, Drake May, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Curtis Samuel, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Davis. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. From the 39, here's a first and 10. On the draw, the give to Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a second and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, it's ETN. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Once again, it's ETN. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Lawrence. That is caught. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll take this to about the 28. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. To try and run for the first down with Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Kevin Boyd on the stop. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. To the air on third down is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Here's Lawrence to the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. In motion comes Thomas. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jaguars stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And that'll set up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Second down, Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They put Strange in motion. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff, Etienne, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll send their tight end left.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Bigsby. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And That mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Kirk is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. On second down, here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's taken in by Thomas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. To the air once more is McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Vikings first down.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. They run on the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
A run now for Chandler. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They put Strange in motion. On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. On the give, it's Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Bigsby. Yeah! And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. And he's into the end zone yet again. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Jaguars add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
36-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He will find Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
This is Jones. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A carry now for Chandler. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run the toss here with Jones. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. His 11th grab of the game, and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Etienne. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.